guys, it's Tiffany from Super Easy Math. Today's math problem of the week says factor x squared minus 3x minus 10. Well, when you're factoring a trinomial and your a value or the coefficient to your first term is 1, you want to remember a few things to help yourself get through it. You're going to find the factors of your c value, which in this case is negative 10, that when added together or subtracted together, however you want to think of it, will equal your b value. In this case, that would be minus 3. So I usually go to the side of my paper or wherever I'm writing, write down my c term. Again, in this case, that would be negative 10. And I'm going to write down pairs that can be multiplied together to get negative 10. So that's going to be negative 1 times positive 10 or positive 1 times negative 10. Then you have the 2 and 5 combination. So you got to make one of those negative. So negative 2 times positive 5 or positive 2 times negative 5. All of those when multiplied together would give you negative 10. Now, I want to get the pair, either the negative 1 times 10, or it's going to be the 1 times negative 10, the negative 2 and 5, or the 2 and negative 5. Pick which pair is going to give me negative 3, the b value. And when I study this, I can tell that the 2 and the negative 5 can get negative 3, because if you were to take 2 and add negative 5 to it, you would end up at negative 3. So this is the pair that I'm going to use. Well, now all I'm going to do is write 2 sets of parentheses, and I'm going to list x for my first term in each set. And then I'm literally just going to put these numbers in as the second term in each set. So I have a 2 here and I have a minus 5 here. I called this minus 5, but really that's the same thing as negative 5. So it doesn't matter if you think of this as an x plus minus 5 or an x minus 5. My preference is to just call it minus 5 altogether. And then the 2 had no sign in front of it, so that's an understood positive. So that means it's going to be x plus 2. So to answer the question, we already have our answer here, which is the binomial of x plus 2 and x minus 5. That's the factor of this trinomial. However, a lot of times I like to multiply it out just to check my answer to make sure that what I got is correct. So in order to do that, I'm going to double distribute is how I think of it. I prefer thinking of distribution twice opposed to like foiling. Foiling is just like complicated in my mind. I'm like first, outer, what? I can't remember, okay? So I'm going to take that x and distribute twice. Then I'm going to take the 2 and distribute twice. That's the same thing as first, outer, inner, last. So x times x is x squared. And then the x times the minus 5, you got to pick up that sign, is going to be minus 5x. Now you're going to do the same thing, but with the 2. So you have 2 times x, and that's plus 2x. And then you're going to have a positive 2, times a negative 5, and that ends up being negative 10. Now you need to combine any like terms, and I can see that the only like terms that we have are the minus 5x and the plus 2x, so that ends up being the negative 3x. Remember, we already realized that it's going to give us negative 3. That's how we know that combination is what's going to work. So when you collapse those terms, you're going to end up with x squared minus 3x minus 10, and that is the same thing that we started out with. So that was my way of checking to make sure that my answer of x plus 2 times x minus 5 is correct. Here's next Tuesday's math problem of the week. See if you can solve it before I do, but don't forget to head over to Super Easy Math where you can get my top 5 math tips to make learning math easy, access to all of my videos where I teach everything in order with notes the way you need it, and you can also get a live math tutor who can help you with all of your math needs.